week for Savour Story, I'm in a brood house with Sean Ring from his organic chicken farm, and we are surrounded by baby chicks only a week old. Sean, tell us about the farm and about these beautiful chicks and how the business all got started.
Well, I got laid off from a company I was with. I was selling industrial gas with air products, and I always loved doing chickens. I was always farming here anyway, so I just done some for the freezer, and then some of the local butchers, oh, we'd love some of them, some fine big organic chickens. So that's how we started. We converted to organic back in 2016, and it wasn't a simple process. There's quite a bit of pain involved. The ground has to be converted to organic. It's a very, very expensive operation with to keep our chickens much longer than the conventional chickens. The feed is far more expensive. There's also a lot of rules and regulations. So
But it's worth it.
Oh, it's probably worth it. Yeah, it's probably worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a simple.
But for the taste, for the customer, I
Oh, for the customer, yes.
It's worth
Oh,
it,
yes.
yeah,
On the
yeah.
Dublin market, you know, they're really going well now. It's really taken off.
Do you sell a lot to Dublin restaurants?
It's an awful lot of Dublin restaurants, Dublin butchers, you know, Chapter 1, Uno Mas, Esho, Dax, you know, some of the better restaurants.
And in Kilkenny, who would you supply
in Dublin,
to?
then, well, we were supplying a good bit locally to the Avalon, down in Castlecomer, Tom Comfort in the Ormond, and we do a selection down in Waterford as well. We'll be doing Arcane Stores. They'll be one of my first customers actually, Arcane Stores. They're great supporters.
And if you want to go in off the street, we can get your chickens in Grogan and Brown's.
We can get him in Grogan and Brown's. We also have the online shop, which is going quite well. That took off very well now since the pandemic. And we also have free range that's reared for us. It's a partnership. I rear the organic for Shannon Vale. Shannon Vale rears the free range for us.
Okay.
So we have the both selections.
Well, they're gorgeous. These are only a week old.
Yep.
They're ready for the. Oh, come here. Here we got one. So this little chick here, a week old and ready for the Valentine's market.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They're
and these are after doubling in size in 1 week.
Oh, easily. When they come in, they're about 50 grams weight,
Yeah.
and they grow at a terrific speed. Like at that stage now, for every gram of food that they eat, they're putting on a gram of live weight.
And how expensive is the organic food?
It's ridiculously expensive. That has to come in from the UK. It's costing us €700 for the starter, and then down to the finisher then is roughly about €600 a tonne. And they eat an awful lot. We use at least a tonne of feed here every day.
Oh my gosh, now you're saying your feed is coming from the UK, so how is Brexit going to affect you?
We don't really know. We're kind of crossing our fingers and hoping everything will be okay. We do have an option of feed coming direct from the continent, but then the UK is land bridge. So we don't really know. We're very unsure, the same as everybody else.
Okay, so who has been your biggest support since you've been going the last 10 years? I can see you have the girls here, Anya Mairead.
Yeah.
Is it a family business? Do you have a big team? What way does it work?
Well, I don't really have a big team. My wife does the accounts, Mary. Mary does all the accounts, and according to Anya, she does all the work. Isn't that right, Anya?
And I know Anya's going to be a chef.
And Anya's going to be a chef. And she's more interested in the boards there now. We have Jason here working on the farm. Jason does all the real work. And Mairead helps. Mairead helps vaccinating the chickens and so forth. Don't you, Mairead? You know, there's a nice little bit of work to be done. Like, say, getting ready for the day olds. Everything has to be exactly ready.
Okay.
And then once chickens are put in, we scarcely come in here again. We just look in and check, and we don't like to disturb them for the first couple of days.
Yeah, so they're ready for the Valentine's market. So will they stay in this house, in this breeder house until then?
No, they'll move to the next house because it'll be too cramped in here, and the next house now is more than double the size. So that's one of the regulations with the organic is the chickens have to have extra space.
Okay.
And room to move outside, of course. But the big thing with chicken welfare is having plenty of space. And also, as you see the peat there,
Yes.
the peat is actually very, very good for their feet. It's a very delicate feet, and the chickens, you know, once they get over the first couple of weeks, their feet are fine then.
Yeah, Marie was saying about the vaccinations that she helps out in. With the organic chickens, like I'm sure you're worried about disease and everything. What vaccinations would you give them, or how regularly do you give them a vaccination?
Oh no,
or,
they just get one vaccination.
Okay.
When they come. It covers everything. Chickens are very susceptible to disease,
Okay.
to a myriad of diseases, and you have to be practical, with doing them. So that's just the only one that we get at day one.
Okay, at day one. And they sell on the market then anything from 18 to 20 euros.
In or about,
And they're
yeah.
a good size, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I mean, because we keep them longer, they obviously grow a good bit bigger, so they are a good size. We tend to have the same customers all the time, especially with the private orders. They tend to order for the freezer and so forth, every week. And I'm told with the butchers, it's the same customers come in, week out. They tend to be the family Sunday dinner. That's basically, they're not a Monday evening dinner. They're too expensive. But generally, that's the Sunday dinner is what they use.
And probably the next day with the size of them,
Probably
and then
the
the
next
stock
day,
and everything else, and
yeah,
use it all up.
people that buy organic use every little bit of it. They get the value from the stock and so forth.
And all the goodness.
And all the goodness from that.
So you weren't born and bred into chicken
No.
business. Would you recommend the girls going this line?
I don't know. That's up to them, isn't it, Mairead? What do you think? Maybe she has to make up her mind. She doesn't like getting up too early in the morning.
And any plans for the future?
Just kind of grow a little bit. We're looking might do some veg this year if it fit in well with what we do. Maybe some garlic, maybe some herbs, just for special restaurants, just to round it out a little bit. We also do some duck. We don't do it here on farm, but we have a guy that does it for us, and it's Thornhill duck. It's it's the best in Ireland.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, I feel like the hottest person in Ireland.
It's quite warm here.
It's so warm, Brood House.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been fantastic talking today, to see it all in action. I'm glad we waited till they were a week old to see them all hatched out. And, fair play to you. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thanks a million.